So we're going to attempt a video while someone is around today, and we'll see what happens. But I really wanted to come on and talk about
What's that?
yeah, we're going to talk about how to take care of our energy today, which if you're in the United States, today is, probably if you're anywhere, I mean, every day is an energetic day right now, right? But especially if you're in the United States with the election. So the first biggest thing, which I realize the irony of being on social media while I say this, is for me, staying as far removed from social media as I can. That is the biggest thing that helps me, is not looking at my Facebook feed. I now am really only on Facebook.
Mommy, you see my hair?
I see your hair. Having too many platforms was really... Can you go build a castle? They want to see your castle behind us. Having too many social media platforms was definitely too much for me. So I do really only use Facebook and YouTube right now, but not looking at my feed. So if I do go on Facebook, I check into specific groups. So I'll check into this group. Sorry for the noise. I'll check into certain groups that I know will be like worthwhile for me to look at and won't drain my energy. And in general, I really only click on my notifications or going into those groups when I'm trying to really be good about my energy and not letting too much in. When I go through the feed, which I still do, I'm not going to pretend like I never look through the feed, because I do like seeing like what my friends are up to. It's just not helpful for me to see some of the posts that can be a little more triggering, like election type stuff usually, or people just being not nice to each other is not fun for me to look at. Hey Andrea. So my first thing I do when I'm trying to protect my energy is not be on social media a lot, or only check into those groups that I know will like nourish my energy instead of deplete it. That's number one. So now the second thing I do this with selenite. This is called the selenite wand, just because it's kind of like pointed a little. Selenite's super cheap. Oh, yeah, try to make a castle with all the red blocks. Selenite's really cheap, and it's really good for clearing energy. If you don't have this, you can visualize, like just imagine what I'm going to show you, or you can just use your hand. But I really like using selenite. It just like feels nice to hold it in my hand and use it. Hey Jessica, or Jess. So what I imagine, and I will say either in my head or out loud, is that I am dissolving or cutting any energetic cords that aren't meant to be attached to me. So energy cords, if you don't know a lot about those yet, basically the thought is that you're connected to everything and anything that you've ever come in contact with, basically. So your ex-boyfriends, ex-girlfriends, friends, bosses, neighbors, childhood friends, anyone. You had some sort of energetic cord with them. You can almost think about it like an invisible umbilical cord connected to you somewhere. And that can really drain our energy if we have a lot of cords that we're not meant to be connected to. So like for me, if I do a post on social media and a lot of people interact with it, whoa, keep going, you're doing good. Those cords are all connected to me, which is totally fine. However, I don't want to keep them connected to me because I will, on some level, be feeling their energy, which if I don't want to be feeling all that, it can be really draining. So I use this in my intention to help clear. You can say cut. I like to say dissolve. I think it just sounds better, but a lot of people will say you want to cut the energy cord or you want to release the energy cords. So with the selenite, you're kind of doing two things. You're both clearing your energy. So I'll show you. It's kind of like a shower. You think of it like an energetic shower. I'm clearing my energy, and now I'll just go like all down my head, down my arms. You can do this with your hand. You could even just imagine that you're doing this, but I basically am like brushing off. Yeah, you can do that. Here, you want to do it? You can play that for a minute. I'm basically brushing off all the extra energy that doesn't belong to me. So I would say something like, I want to dissolve or cut all energetic cords that I'm not meant to be connected to, or that something like that. and send it with love. Like, I'm not connecting it like I'm mad at them. I'm not like, I'm sending them back to where they came with love. So, and I'll say like, thank you, I love you, as I'm sending them back. If you had like a really, oh yeah, go do it to your castle. Go help your castle. If I know I had a really energetic exchange with someone and I'm really still thinking about them and I'm feeling that a lot, I might really imagine them like sending their cord back to them with love and sending love when I push it back. So just clearing anything away that's not meant to be on me, basically. Oh, go do Everest. She needs to be cleared. So that's what I'll do first. Actually, before I even do that, I'll back up. So all these things you can do just by itself, or you could do them like all in a row. So before I even do that, sometimes I think you've seen, oh yeah, go put the yellows on now. I've done like the shaking of the hands. So that for me, I usually do that first to shake off any extra energy. You can do whatever of this in whatever order you want. But basically I'll just take like breath in, I'll hold my breath in and like shake. And I just imagine I'm shaking off anything that doesn't serve me anymore. So I'll hold my breath in while I do this, and then I'll breathe it out. And then I hold my breath out. Shake, 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 shake. It looks ridiculous, but it like really weirdly, at least for me, works to like get rid of any extra energy. Sometimes I'll just do 2 breaths, and then I'll just take a nice deep breath for a few minutes. And I personally, when I do that, can feel my energy like buzzing a little, and then it settles down, and it also just feels good. So I would like shake. Oh no. Oh, I thought he was throwing my crystal around. He's throwing this around. I thought you were throwing my crystal. And then shake, and then do the energetic cord thing with either your hand or your selenite. Oh, go find the little one. See if you can throw it in the box. And then after that, I will call all pieces of me back to me. So some people believe that you leave a little bit of yourself where you go energetically, or if you're dreaming, some people believe that you could leave part of yourself energetically in like a different dimension. I don't know about you, my dreams have been like intense lately. Like they feel so real, and some people think they are real, but I wake up and I'm like what's going on? But so I call all parts and pieces of me back to me, and I could say something like, I call all parts and pieces of me back to me over all time and all dimensions, and I just kind of picture, like I would do with my eyes closed, and I would picture just like coming back into my body. So I might just picture all, like however you want to picture it. Maybe you feel like your heart is kind of somewhere else, bringing your heart back, whatever it is. You can skip that step if that doesn't resonate totally. But for me, that just always feels good, like bringing all parts and pieces of me back to me so I feel whole. So I've like shaken off energy, and then I've cleared like any energetic cords, or just any energy around me that's not helpful. Then I call all the parts I do want back to me. And then I want some sort of energetic protection. I know a lot of people, feel free to also share if you do one of these things, like a similar thing, but it's different. I've seen so many different versions of all these things I'm saying. So if these are just what works best for me, but what works best for you probably works best for someone else on the thread later. So totally share what works best for you. I know people who will like zip their energy up. So if that's you, feel free to describe how you do that, because I've never personally done that, so I'm not great at describing it. I know sometimes people will like visualize themselves in like a bubble almost, or like an egg shape of like just whatever color light you like white light or anything like that. That can feel really nice. What I've been doing lately, my friend Van, I'll put her page, her Facebook page, I'll put it below. She works with, she calls it the collective children. So it's kind of like, I'm not going to describe this well. In the way I understand it is it's like the energies of all the children, just pure love energies. And so she kind of like channels that, and she can also, it's really neat, she can tap into like, if you're pregnant or even before you're pregnant, she can tap into like your baby, or once you have your kids, she can kind of tap into your kids. And her page is called like Spiritual Parenting or something. And she's very talented. But what she taught recently, and I've been doing it, is that you can put your hand on your heart. When I do this, I just visualize it. So I'm going to show you how she taught it first, and then I'll just tell you what I do. But she said, put your hand on your heart, take a few breaths, and kind of just, you can connect in with the collective children or whatever kind of resonates with you. But it's basically just pure love and light. And then what you do is you imagine with your hand that you're wrapping yourself up in a rainbow. Just like the most beautiful like rainbow you can imagine, wrapping yourself up. Oh, thank you. And it's like protecting your energy, basically, so only like the good can get in, and yeah, not what we would call bad, I guess, or denser energies. When I do it, I just imagine it, because this is gonna sound silly, but I didn't like that I couldn't like fully wrap my hand. Like, I want the rainbow to go like all around me and then like this way, and my hand doesn't do that. So I like just closing my eyes and I'm picturing the rainbows coming from my heart, and it's like just looping all around me. So it's like, if this was me, if this was me, it's going like all around. What's the matter? You're so cranky? And then I picture going up and around. You want to see? Okay.
Yeah.
Can you go put that in the, go find my crystal.
I know.
And yeah, so those things super help me. But the biggest thing, honestly, is just getting away from social media. I will do some of those throughout the day. I also like, we're gonna be done in a second. Hold on, I'll let you finish it, okay? I also will imagine that rainbow going around people I love. So like when I lay in bed at night, I picture that rainbow wrapping around like all my like the boys and stuff. Okay, Gloria, write all about the tea tree, because
This is my inside of
and
my
I like never use it. So yeah, Gloria knows all about the oils. So tell us all that. We're gonna go because this isn't gonna last much longer. Can you say bye?
Bye.
Do you have any advice for them? How to have good energy?
No.
No. Okay. Bye. Love you.
This is my
Bye.